Have you ever sat down to work, picked up your phone just for 1 minute, and somehow it's 45 minutes later? You didn't decide to waste that time. It just happened. So here's the real question. If you genuinely wanted to work, why didn't you? Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it's been trained to do. To understand what that actually looks like, meet Marcus. Marcus was 23, working a job he didn't hate but didn't love either, and he kept telling himself he just needed more willpower to get through his evenings without wasting them. One night he finally sat down and counted how many times he picked up his phone in a single hour. It was 11 times. 11. He hadn't done anything productive in that hour at all. Here's what Marcus had to face first. His brain had spent years getting a notification, checking his phone, watching a short video, replying to a message, switching to music, switching tabs, getting another notification. That loop happened every few minutes, for years. Then he sat down expecting himself to read or work for a full hour straight. Of course it felt impossible. He was asking his brain to do something it had never actually practiced. The second thing Marcus had to understand was that modern life is built to reward distraction. Every app on his phone is competing for one thing: his attention. The longer they keep it, the more money they make. Marcus wasn't just fighting his own bad habits. He was up against entire companies with thousands of engineers whose actual job is making sure he never puts his phone down. That didn't mean he was powerless. It meant he needed systems, not just willpower. The third thing Marcus learned was that focus isn't built while you're focusing. It's built every time you resist the urge to switch. Every time you ignore a notification instead of checking it. Every time you finish one thing before opening something else. He started treating his attention like a muscle instead of a fixed trait he either had or didn't. The fourth thing, and the one that hit Marcus hardest, was realizing where focus actually starts. He always assumed focus began the moment he sat down to work. It doesn't. It begins before that. If your desk is messy, your phone is sitting right beside you, 10 tabs are open, a chat app is running, and a music app keeps recommending new songs, you've already lost before you've typed a single word. Your environment decides your focus before your brain even gets a say. So Marcus made 3 changes. Nothing complicated. First, he made distractions harder to reach. His phone went into a different room, not just face down on the desk. Second, he forced himself to work on one thing until it was actually finished, instead of bouncing between 5 half-done tasks. Third, and this was the hardest one, he relearned how to be bored. Most people panic at 5 seconds of boredom and reach for their phone before they even notice they're doing it. Marcus started sitting with that boredom instead of escaping it, because that discomfort is exactly where real concentration comes from. Every time you instantly escape boredom, you're teaching your brain that thinking isn't worth the effort. The reason you can't focus isn't because your attention span disappeared somewhere. It's because you've been giving it away a few seconds at a time, for years, without noticing.